What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Rahul. Today we're going to be talking about my League Cups this weekend. They did not go well. But here's the deck I did play this weekend. I wanted to try it out. It's a whole new concept, a whole new deck. It was legal for this. It was only legal for this weekend to start the card Melmetal GX. So I wanted to try it out and see where it went. The list is very unrefined. It was very untested. I simply got a little bit of an idea from watching Azul streaming a little bit, and I said, you know, yo, let's do it. So, we are going to try it out. This is the list as a whole. Oh, the music is loud. So the deck is Melmetal Magnezone. Melmetal GX. Hard Coat takes 30 less damage from attacks. Stage 1. Metal Blast. 4 colorless energy. 110. Plus 20 for each amount of metal energy attached to this Pokemon. So basically, you just want to throw a bunch of energies onto this bad boy and just go pop, pop, pop. And he doesn't really die because of Hard Coat. And you have Iron Force GX, attach as many metal energy from discard from pile as you'd like to this Pokemon. You don't really use this ability because, or you can, but you have better GX attacks in the deck to use. But if you're struggling with your setup, like Magnezone isn't coming at the right time, right place, you use it. Meltan can search for itself. It's an adorable little guy. Look at him. Multiply. He's growing on me a little bit. I looked at this little hexagon looking thing and I was like, what the hell am I looking at? But, you know, he's been growing on me a little bit. We play a 4-3 Magnezone line. Magnezone, magnetic circuit, as often as I'd like during my turn. Attach metal energy from my hand to your Pokemon. And Magnemite's got solid units, so it doesn't take any bench damage. So Pikazak and stuff can't really hit it. And same with Buzzwole, if that is even relevant anymore. We play one Duskmane Necrozma because Sun's Eclipse GX is actually insane. We need to use it against Pikarom with the Delmise. Will one-shot. Meteor Tempest will one-shot mostly everything in Zoroark, so it's really important for that matchup. I don't ever really use Claw Slash. Dialga is actually pretty nutty. Overclock is really good early game, so you can draw cards. Timeless is really, really good against things like Pikazak because you can go Timeless and then kill them the following turn with like a Melmetal or an Onix. So you just need time to set up sometimes because a lot of decks are too fast for you to deal with. And in matchups like, for example, like Zapdos matchup, you can go Timeless, kill one of the Zapdoses, and then Timeless and kill another or something like that, or kill two Jirachi simultaneously, skip their Sledgehammer, skip their Nihilego turn, do something cheeky like that, you know? We got ourselves a big bad boy Onix. This man's sleeping over here. Land Crush. This bad boy is here for the Pikazak matchup. Not really Zoroark. You can use it in the Zoroark matchup, but Pikazak is a primary matchup. We've got one Delmise. The Delmise is usually just the math. Making it evens. You know, I don't really know. Making it even. Some Mr. Mimes or something. 2 Tapu Lele. Because this card is good and we want supporters. Then we got 4 Nest Ball because everything in our deck is Nest Ball searchable. Except for the Magnezones and the Meltans. Or Melmetal, sorry. So we've got that. We've got 4 Rare Candies because we need to find our candies to evolve into Magnezone. We've got 1 Rescue Stretcher. We discard stuff occasionally. And we have a bunch of 1-of attackers. We have 3 Ultra Balls. This could be 4. I'm just trying out something with Steven's Resolve. I did for the Cup, at least. Search cards. 3 Mount Coronet. We want to win the Stadium War. We also want to get our energies back because we only have 2 ways to get energies back in this deck. It's our 3 Coronet and our 1 Fisherman. That's all we've got. We got 1 Acerola because in combination with Frying Pan and Melmetal, he might not die, so you can pick him up, evolve him into a Meltan, dump all the energies back on, and do it again, you know? Make your opponent have to go from like a 2-shot to a 3-shot with our Payon, and then with the Acerola, that 3-shot doesn't even happen. There's 4 Cynthia in the deck, 1 Fisherman, and 1 Lady. The Fisherman puts 4 basic energies back, so it's our only recovery, and it's a burst turn. So if your opponent doesn't expect it, you can go Fisherman, 4 energies, Coronet, 2 more energies, and then 2 more from hand or something, and do a lot of damage out of nowhere. We got 2 Guzma. We got ourselves a Lady for 4 basic energy cards early game, and search your deck. Shuffle 4 Lily, you know, best turn 1 supporter in the game. 1 Steven's Resolve, just in case, you know, we have our combo and we miss it turn 2 or something and we want to just take a turn to set up and get it, or we have pieces in our hand and we can just lay Stevens or something like that. It's just a card I like a lot. 2 Frying Pans, removes weakness and stuff, and 12 metal energies. So before we get into games, I'll talk about my League Cup a little bit. Round 1 I went in up against a Zoroark, absolutely demolished it. It was one of the freest matchups of my life because they can't really deal with the Melmetal past the GX attack. And if they do, I've got Duskmane coming in, swinging hard, and they can't deal with that boy. And then I set up another Melmetal on the bench, and then an Onix. The following round I went against a Celebi Venusaur deck, in which I was going to win because he had a lone Celebi Venusaur in the active, and I got a turn 2 Magnezone. I set up a turn 2 Magnezone with the Alpha Lily, but I didn't see what was in my deck because I hold the Ultra Ball and everything. but I went Lele for Lady to try to go Timeless, because I had a Dialga in the active. So I went Timeless for 150. He had a lone Venusaur, so I would just come back to me, and I'd win the game, because I can just retreat and blow him up with a Melmetal on the bench, or even just kill him with the Magnezone, honestly, because I had the energies to do so. But I prized Lady, and then I realized I prized 4 Metal Energies, so I literally could never kill a Celebi Venusaur once he had completely healed it up to full, which he did very quickly, honestly. He went like 4 Shaymans, got the Life Forest out pretty early. I couldn't find a Cornet to bump it. He got the buff padding. I just couldn't do anything, and he like played Crushing Hammers and Evergreen everything back in and was burned, confusing me. And all my guys are really fat, so I couldn't retreat anybody, and I lost that one. Round 3, I went up against the Pikachu Zekrom. He discarded a weakness policy in the first turn. I was like, okay, he plays policies, it's fine. But then he never attached it, so he took an early knockout, and then I set up with... I had the Magnezone in hand, and he'd already used Marshadow, so I knew that I wasn't going to lose my hand at any point during the game. So I simply just held everything I had, and followed up by doing a Stevens play, getting 2 Magnezones in hand, so even if he blew one up, I would have the other. And so I waited for the Tag Bolt, and then I set up for an Onix play, killed him with Onix, he came up, and then I killed something else on the bench, and then I just had the Guzma for game on the bench, Zorora with my Melmetal. In the last round, I was going to ID in, because it was a 5-round League Cup to top 8 at 3-1. Oh, sorry, I missed a round. I'm 2-1. And then I got paired into Zoro Rock, which is another really good matchup. He went turn 1 knockout. I went turn 2 Sunsail Strike. He went turn 3 D-Rogue. I went turn 4 kill with Melmetal, and then he picked up his cards because he already D-Rogued and blew it on my guy. And he just said, I literally can't, there's nothing I can do. He hit me, and I just said, you did like 40 damage, and he's like, I know, I like literally can't kill you, and then I won the game. And then 5th round, I was going to ID into cut, but then I got down paired into a Blacephalon player. The matchup is awful, 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 awful. But that being said, I did Steven. He opened a Marshadow, so I Stevensed and tried to attempt to get all the pieces out. So I got the Metal Frying Pan, I got the Melmetal, I got all the pieces I need to do stuff the following turn. But he went ahead and second Marshadowed, and he got himself into a Lily, set up his board completely, and he killed me. I killed him with a Duskman the following turn, and then he killed my Duskman, and then I killed him again with the same Duskman because I had the Stretcher in hand, and he was now at, I was at 2 prizes, so he needed to hit like energy switch, and he had 1 Naganadel, 1 energy on the Naganadel, so he needed to hit literally energy switch, go to 0 cards on board, and he did that while getting another Poi pull down, so I was like, okay, cool, and then I lost the game because of that, because I literally didn't have a response after that turn. I had to throw something up, and I knew he had like, he showed me the, showed me the energy switch basically in his hand, and I was like, yeah, I lost this one. I could never find my frying pans. If I did, the game might have made a difference. Who knows? But can't be upset about that too much. So without further ado, let's get into a game. Let's save it up, and let's play some Melmetal. Where is this bad boy? Alright, I have no idea what I'm up against, but the typing indicates maybe Decidueye, maybe Meganium. We'll see. Off the bat, we got a pretty crappy hand. No Nest Balls, no Ultra Balls, nothing. But we do have ourselves a Lily, which is okay, and we do have ourselves a Stevens if we want it. If it's not prized, but a Nest Ball off the top, I think, would indicate a Stevens turn. Yeah, I think a Nest Ball off the top would indicate a Stevens turn for sure. If not, we're Lilying. An Ultra Ball is also good enough for me. Actually, I'm just going to Lily. I'm greedy. We're up against a Vileplume turn, so he's more than likely going to Stevens Resolve himself. And, yeah, and this hand is poo-poo, so we're going to pass. We're not in any rush, however, because this wacky smacky deck doesn't really do much against us right now. I did throw away the Fishman in this matchup, which is a little bit unfortunate. Okay, he's Lookering, so he's playing Swampert, Ninetales. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know why he's got an Oddish here. Maybe it's Meganium. It's probably Meganium with the Greninja. Got a switch and we got ourselves a Bacon. Good old Bacon. My opponent doesn't have a Chikorita down, but he's grabbing 2 here because we assume it's going to be Meganium. We're going to go ahead, evolve, and we're going to go ahead and Stevens Resolve. A very fortuitous top deck for us, honestly. So our only attacker in this matchup is Magnezone, so we'll grab that guy. We could grab Dialga for the timeless play. I'm gonna grab ourselves a lady. Oh, that's a Lily. Whoops. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. We're just gonna Cynthia into the energy. We'll be okay, you know? Lady, Lily, both of them look real similar. I was thinking one thing, I was doing another thing. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm saying. So, starts pretty good. This matchup should be good. If he's playing like Decidueye and stuff, maybe it gets a little dicey. The Vileplume we can, I think, Oko with Zone. I don't think we can. We have Delmise actually, so I think we can. He got double Meganium, so he's got the candy for sure. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's attach. We're just going to pitch some supporters because I don't want these cards in my deck. We're going to get Dialga for the potential timeless, because I think that's going to be a really good play later in the game. And we'll Cynthia. Alright, cool, cool, cool. We were not punished. That was very scary, actually, because we were one card short of almost not having an energy to attack. 4 energy is actually a very steep cost. That's why we play 12, because we do need to hit it. And we hit our boy for 380 damage, doing that damage. And we got ourselves a frying pan, not a drying pan. You know what they say. Looks like he's just going to give us that Oddish to sack, because he can't do anything about it. Even if he evolves into a... Sorry, we just got a bunch of text at once. Even if he rolls, he used double candy for the Meganiums, so he can use the ability twice this turn. So he's gonna get himself a Swampert. He's got himself a Swampy Swamp, and he's got a second Quick Ripening Herb, and nothing. Power draw. Let's go. Acrobat. Let's see what we got here. Candy's gone. So our opponent is drawing a lot of cards very quickly. Doesn't look like he's a mill variant of any sort. He's probably playing Greninja. Yeah, I think so. I think we got ourselves a Greninja on our hands. Greninja GX, yeah. I think he's doing the version that's like the one Greninja loop version, which I think is fine for us, honestly. So I don't think he can ever kill us. Quick Ripening. We got 2. Oh, this is a really good start out of our opponent, honestly. If it was any other deck, I think he just auto wins this. There's a Greninja. He's got the switch. He's got the... No, he can't. Why would he do that play? That's weird. I don't know. And I don't really have much to do besides Candy, Zone, Pan, Cynthia. Let's draw some more cards. What's Nest Ball for another Meltan? Let's just get this bad boy down. I'm just going to hold all the energy because I don't need to use anything. And we'll just smack him. Wacky smacky. You know what I'm saying? A solid 190 damage. Let's see what our boys got for us. I think for this video, I'm going to also switch up how I do the names. Because normally I do like standard deck profile and then I do yada yada. But I think I can do something cooler and actually be like Melmetal GX. Standard deck profile. Rahul sucks at cups. I'll probably upload this bad boy today, honestly. Just before I head out to class. Like, oh, what is this guy? I don't know what this guy does. We've got ourselves a new challenger. Opponent's gonna grab the Slay King, it looks like, from the prizes. New challenger approaches. Super Boost Choice Band. He's got it all. I think he's just gonna give me random 1 prizes to kill at this point. That's actually nothing. It's like no damage. I'm gonna Timeless. This is a turn where I Timeless GX. Let's Nest Ball to thin a card out of our deck. Dumb seems fine. And we're going to go ahead and put the pan back on Melmetal. We have no energies. We Ace rolled. And it's a concession from our opponent. So that is how powerful the deck is. We're about to Timeless him, take another prize, set us up so we literally cannot give up 6 prizes because of how tanky our Melmetal is. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, please subscribe. I'm going to be putting out more regular content, hopefully, in the coming days. I would like to build a fan base once again. Support your boy Rahul, share it with your friends, share it with anyone who likes new decks. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and peace.